Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the keeper of scrolls and the teller of tales. Today I have the honor of presenting to you the tournament to crown the inaugural ELFAME Champion. ELFAME is from Scottish folklore and refers to the fairyland or elf home. This will be the women's main championship and replace the CLW Women's Championship from the prior season. We have 8 competitors ready to try to win this championship, so let's get to the action. Welcome to the opening round of the CLW Celtic Legacy Wrestling ELFAME Championship. We have Becky Lynch versus Isla in this opening match. This tournament to determine the inaugural ELFAME Champion. ELFAME is from Scottish folklore. It refers to the fairyland or elf home. And that is going to be the new women's championship. This is fought under Celtic rules, which basically means no countouts. There were too many countouts in our previous season of CLW, leading to rematches and everything else, and that's no longer going to happen. Becky going for a pin on Isla. Only a 1 count. Isla trying to make a comeback, but Becky is just showing to be too much for Isla at this point. This Ireland versus Scotland matchup. Isla with strikes, taking Becky down. But Becky's right back up. Isla was not able to follow through there. Becky back in control. Isla reversing. Beats of the bell ray from Isla. Becky to the outside. Isla trying to plan her next maneuver here. You gonna wait for Becky to re-enter the ring, or is she gonna go out after her? There are no countouts. Knees to Becky. She needs to stay on her, as Becky's been dominating this match. Now that Isla has the upper hand, she needs to keep the pressure on. Sending Becky into the barricade. And again, what is she setting up for here on top of the barricade? Becky fighting out of it. Becky now. Suplex from the top of the barricade. Becky now changing her mind. Isla has had enough as she just busted Becky open with those punches. Becky with the knees up though. Back and forth. Elbow after elbow. As counters and a knee. Isla looking to turn up the heat on Becky here. Becky though, rolling through. Setting up a disarmer. Rope break though. That may have saved Isla. Could be setting up for the manhandle slam, but Isla reversing the counter. Comeback here by Isla. Trying to build the momentum to try to take Becky out. Pin. 2. Oh, I almost thought Isla had won there. That was close. Isla setting Becky up. What's she going for here? That elbow. Neck breaker type maneuver. Oh, I thought that was it. My God. That is 2 close calls for Isla. She's got to be getting frustrated. Becky fighting back. Oh, Isla is now fighting back. Becky with a pin attempt here. Crucifix pin. And she gets the win. Becky advances. Time for match 2 in the ELFAME tournament. Rhea Ripley versus Zaria. Fellow Australian country women. Both powerhouses. One's got to think Zaria's looking to follow in Rhea's footsteps, representing Australia. Become as big a name as Rhea has become. Present versus the future here, potentially. Rhea in control at the moment. Winner of this matchup will face Becky Lynch in the semifinal. Zaria reversing into a DDT. But Becky with a leg whip. Going for a quick fall here. Kicking out of that though, with a 1. Rhea obviously considered the favorite in this match. But Zaria is making a name for herself. And if she could get a win over Rhea here, that would be huge. Just powering Rhea around, tossing her around like a rag doll. Not many can do that with Rhea. Knees to the midsection. He's got to stay on Rhea though. You don't want to give Rhea an inch. Setting her up. Powerbomb. Stay on her, Zaria. Going to the outside. Missing with that kick. Sent into the steps. The flourish by Zaria may be over. Rhea now taking it to Zaria on the outside. No countouts in Celtic Legacy Wrestling. Those days are gone. Back in the ring. Well, there's no countouts. This is not Falls Count Anywhere. They need to end the match in the ring. Rhea now in full control of Zaria. Stomping on her hand. Rhea taunting Zaria to get up. Headbutt. Rhea now going to the top. What she got in mind here? Zaria's up. Missile drop kick from Rhea. Rhea setting up Zaria. Drop kick. Zaria's in trouble. Can she come back from this?
Oh no, trapping the arm.
We've already seen her tossing Rhea around the ring like a rag doll. Can she get back to that? She's starting to come back here as she dodged out of the way of Rhea. Power slam. Slamming her down. Only a 1 count though. Zaria now in control. Can she maintain control? Press slam, but Rhea counters out of it. Spear by Zaria. Going for a pin here. Two count on Rhea. Zaria setting up, but she got going here. She's got a counter by Rhea. As it Zaria may have been trying to finish the match, but Rhea got out of that. Rhea now going for a pin. 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be the 3. Rhea with that knee to the face. Zaria's in trouble. Rhea might be setting her up here soon for a riptide. That happens, this match may be over. Zaria now sending Rhea into the ropes. Miss. Rhea still in control. Going for that submission. Prism trap. Is Zaria gonna tap? Rhea advances to face Becky Lynch in the semifinals. Time for our third matchup in this tournament. Asuka versus Kaia McKenna. Kaia McKenna dominated the first season of CLW, Celtic Legacy Wrestling. She held the Celtic Championship for most of the season. Won 2 big casket matches. And was just dominant. Asuka, though, is a true legend in wrestling. Asuka at a disadvantage in this matchup, as Kaia has the size and power. Going for a pin here. Only a 1. That wasn't going to be enough to put Asuka away. Kaia being stopped now. Triangle armbar by Asuka, looking to make Kaia submit. I don't think we're going to see that either, as Kaia's powering out of this. Kaia now back in control. Missing as Asuka counters with a clothesline. Asuka now kicks, strikes. A kick to the head, taking Kaia down. Kaia trying to get outside the ring for a breather. On the apron though, back in now. Changed her mind. Oh, that may have knocked Kaia out. Asuka going for a pin. Only a 1 count. Asuka now in control of Kaia. Stopping the life out of her. Taunting Kaia to get up. Wasting time. Going for that spinning, walking the ropes, whatchamacallit, drop kick. Double knees may have knocked Kaia out. That foot looked like it was under the ropes there, but it was on a difficult angle for me to tell. The ref didn't see it, but Kaia was able to kick out. Kaia now looking to make a comeback. Inverted suplex on Asuka. Dropping the elbow. neck breaker.
Arm control applied and a kick right to the midsection.
Setting Asuka up here. I don't know what she has in mind.
That could make an opening.
Asuka able to counter. Asuka lock. She gonna make Kaia submit. Can Kaia get out of this? She's gotta get out of this if she wants to have any chance of winning this matchup. That's locked in tight. But Asuka has released it. She must have something else in mind. Going to the top rope. But she missed. Kaia was able to roll out of the way. Neck breaker. Kaia needs to get on there. Asuka and take her out. Asuka's too much of a threat to not stay on her. Back suplex. Asuka trying to fight back. Now we're having a standoff here. Chops back and forth. Punches. Who's going to get the upper hand? One would think Kaia's got the power advantage to be able to take Asuka out. But Asuka's got fight in her. Back and forth. Punch to the jaw. Now it's breaking down into a Donnybrook, maybe you could say. Kaia going for that submission. He's got it locked in. Is Asuka gonna submit? No. Asuka is countered out of it. Asuka now with kicks. She may have just knocked out Kaia. Ew. I thought Asuka just advanced. Setting Kaia up. The bruises on Kaia's back. Another Asuka lock. Can Kaia get out of it this time? Last time Asuka released it. Kaia's fighting. Kaia's fighting. And Asuka releases it again. Must have known that Kaia wasn't going to submit. Kaia now with elbows. This is that power bomb. Oh, Asuka's countered. That may have been it if Kaia had hit that. She's going for it again. She hits it. Is that going to end it? That was Kaia's big finisher. And Asuka kicked out of it. This match is unbelievable, folks. Kaia setting Asuka up again. Missing. It's countered by Asuka. Asuka with another submission. Is Kaia going to submit? Asuka advances. Final match of the quarterfinals of the ELFAME Championship Tournament. Session Moth Martina versus Nightshade. These two are familiar with each other. They have a history where they were in a stable together in Pro Wrestling Eve. Actually, I'm thinking of Rhea O'Reilly. That was my mistake. But Session Moth and Nightshade have wrestled each other multiple times in multiple promotions across the UK, Europe. Very familiar with each other. Nightshade with the strength advantage and control. Session Moth almost getting a pin there. And a quick roll up. Session Moth, the party girl. Hopefully she wasn't partying too much last night so she can focus on winning the tournament. Session Moth keeping Nightshade down. Nightshade back in. Slugfest breaking out here. Trading blows. Nightshade telling Session Moth to bring it on. Broken down into another Donnybrook. Nightshade reversing. Countered by Session Moth. Session Moth taking Nightshade down, going for a pin. And she won. Session Moth is advanced. Our opening match of the semifinals, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Winner advances to the finals of this ELFAME Championship tournament. Two of the top female wrestlers in the world. Rhea defeated Zaria to get here. Becky defeated Isla Dawn in two excellent matches. Back and forth between these two, with Rhea currently having the upper hand. Rhea from the top, totally going over the head of Becky Lynch. That was a miscalculation, or Becky was fast enough to run underneath Rhea. Rhea's still in control though. Going for a pin. And it's over. Rhea advances. Our second semifinal matchup, Asuka versus Session Moth Martina. Asuka defeated Kaia McKenna in a very close matchup to get here, and Session Moth defeated Nightshade. Asuka currently in control, but Session Moth countering Asuka. Session Moth actually defeated Nightshade rather quickly, so her match was shorter and not as brutal as what Asuka had to go through. Asuka not even having time to redo her face paint. Asuka now in control of Session Moth, setting her up here, wasting some time. Send her into the corner. Again, wasting time going after the turnbuckle pad. Drop kick in the corner with no place for Session Moth to go except for down. Buckle bomb perhaps. Nope. Face first into the buckle, busting her open. Session Moth bloodied. Asuka with a pin. Only a 1 count. Drop kick. Asuka to the top. Session Moth tried to catch her. Might have gotten her leg, causing her to go face first into the mat, it looked like. Session Moth countered. Thought Session Moth was going to get something going there, but apparently not. taking down Session Moth, locking in that submission. The submission that she took out Kaia, and she advances. We reached the finals of the ELFAME Championship Tournament. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Winner of this match will be the inaugural ELFAME Champion. And again, ELFAME is from Scottish folklore. It refers to the fairyland or elf home. Asuka in control right now. Going for a pin. Only a 1 count. Rhea defeated Zaria and Becky Lynch to get to the finals, and Asuka defeated Kaia, McKenna, and Session Moth to get here. Asuka with another pin attempt. Only a 2 count. Both of these women have been through tough matches, and it's going to be interesting to see which one is able to get a win here. Rhea a little more rested as Asuka just coming off from her semifinal match, totally missing that drop kick. Rhea with a roll up, only a 2 count. Asuka countering out of that. Trying to set Rhea up in the corner. Bulldog perhaps. Rhea getting out of the ring. She knows that no win can take place out there. There's also no count out. Rhea sending Asuka face first into that floor. Back and forth, Asuka with those kicks. Rhea sent into the steps. These two could fight on the outside all night, but the win has to take place in the ring. Rhea busted open. Submission not going to help on the outside, but it may weaken Rhea. Rhea though powering out of it. Dropping Asuka on the floor. Rhea back in the ring. Maybe taking a breather before the action continues. Headbutt to Asuka. Setting her up. Razor's edge. Asuka busted open. Rhea's in control. Setting Asuka up here. Riptide. Is that gonna do it? 1, 2. Rhea is the inaugural ELFAME Champion. Rhea Ripley is the inaugural ELFAME Champion. If you want to see where her journey goes from here, you're not going to want to miss any of the stories yet to be told. So unless you're the village idiot, you should like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.